Hi everyone, I hope you're okay. It's been a long day today. I just finished signing a public title deed before the public notary. In this case was in Marbella, in the south of Spain. I don't know if you're aware, but public notaries remain open and they are only attending urgent matters. Obviously, urgency has to be proved. They won't sign a power of attorney for a matter that is not urgent. All the circumstances will be basically studied by the public notary in order to determine whether or not your matter is urgent. In our case, we had to complete on a private purchase agreement that we signed last year. And the deadline, the last day to sign this deal was actually today. So we had until today to complete on this transaction. Otherwise, well, in this case, our client could have lost the money. So, well, we had to. What we did is we in this case was an asset from the bank. So the bank and ourselves, we just show the private purchase agreement. We sent an email that the deadline was actually today. That both parties were one, to deploy the money, and the other one expecting to receive the money to do each party their own transaction. And in the case this could not have been carried out, in this case our client could have lost a big chunk of money, according to the penalty clause that was agreed. It's strange, but in the royal decree that the government announced very recently, actually on the 14th of March, it determines that the expiration, what we call in law expiration and prescription, will be suspended, but it doesn't say anything about what two private individuals have agreed on and what would the consequences of a private agreement could have. And the terminology of force majeure or rebus sic stantibus will be difficult to apply in these cases. So anyway, having said of that, just to let you know my experience, when you go to the notary, you have to wear a face mask and you have to wear gloves. You keep the distance, at least 2 meters. Actually, in our case, we were all individuals in separate rooms. So in my case, I had to have my client next, at 2 meters distance, so I could have actually translate the document. It's been a very strange experience because we should all remain at home, but there are certain type of matters that for some people are very urgent, and the meaning for them it's a lot, and it could have a quite big economical impact, and at the end of the day, any economical impact has an impact in your own family. So anyway, just to let you know that the notaries remain open, that your matter has to be urgent. There is actually a document that's been circulating determining when a matter is or not urgent, but conclusions are that the notary will determine all the circumstances in order to conclude whether your matter is urgent. For example, wills, obviously, it could be an urgent matter, among others. So anyway, it's a tough time for everyone. Be working at home. Like in my case, I got a little one of 1.5 years. So I know we are all struggling, but I think we should all keep working, stay together, and we will stay strong. So all the best, and